Hello, and welcome to Center for Health Progress, Public Charge, What You Need to Know. My name is Nicole Malaku. I'm working as a consultant with Center for Health Progress and helping you out today to understand what is public charge, what does it mean for immigrants in Colorado, and when does it go into effect, and where can I get more information? What is public charge? Under current law, public charge is a term used by immigration officials to describe a person that may become dependent on the government for financial assistance in the future. If it is determined that an individual is likely to become a public charge, their application to enter the U.S. or become a lawful permanent resident may be denied. When does the public charge test apply? The public charge test is used by an immigration official to decide whether a person can enter the U.S., get a green card, or become a lawful permanent resident, or what we refer to as an LPR. The public charge test is also applied when a green card holder leaves the U.S. for more than 180 consecutive days or 6 months and re-enters the country. Who does the public charge test apply to? Does not apply to U.S. citizens, and it does not apply with individuals with temporary protected status, TPS, U or T visa, asylum, refugee status, or special juvenile status. Public charge does not apply. It does apply to lawful permanent residents, those individuals who plan on leaving the country for more than 6 months or 180 days should consult an immigration attorney. It applies to individuals who are applying for a green card or visa from inside the U.S. Public charge may apply to you. Only the use of certain programs, which we will talk about later in this webinar, will be considered in your application, along with your income, age, health, education, family situation, and your sponsor's affidavit of support. If you are planning on applying for a green card or visa from outside the U.S., public charge may apply to you. Immigration offices outside the U.S. use different rules in making these decisions. Talk with an expert before making decisions, and for free or low-cost options, go to immigrationadvocates.org. How did the public rule charge get changed? On October 10, 2018, the Department of Homeland Security, or DHS, published a proposed rule change. After publication, there was a 60-day public comment period, where over 260,000 comments were submitted by stakeholders. On August 14, 2019, DHS published the final rule. And on January 27, 2020, the Supreme Court allowed this rule change to be implemented. On February 24, 2020, this rule went into effect. Factors previously considered in the public charge test were considerations of whether or not an individual would become dependent on the government for income in the future. Immigration officials considered health, age, family status, financial status, education skills, and affidavit of support. Factors now considered in the public charge test also include the use of Medicaid with exceptions, SNAP food assistance, federal housing assistance, state or federal cash assistance. Public programs considered in the public charge test include Medicaid, except for emergency care for children, pregnant women, and new moms, supplemental nutrition assistance, including SNAP, EBT, and food stamps, federal public housing and Section 8 assistance, and cash assistance programs such as SSI, TANF, and some state assistance. Excluded programs from the public charge test are Medicaid for emergency care, children, pregnant women, and new moms, WIC, CHP, CHP+, Nurse Family Partnership and other home visitation programs, school breakfasts and lunches, emergency medical assistance, energy assistance such as LIHEAP, tax credits, and other benefit programs. There are Medicaid exceptions. Medicaid is included in the public charge test with the exception of Medicaid reimbursed services provided in schools, emergency Medicaid, and Medicaid services used by children under 21 and pregnant women through the 60-day postpartum period. Other factors that are considered in the public charge test include a totality of circumstances that immigration officers will identify as positive or negative factors. These include the negative factors of earning less than 125% of the federal poverty level, or $15,613, being under 18 or over 61, having serious illness without demonstrated ability to pay for treatment, inability to demonstrate English proficiency. Positive factors include earning more than 250% of the federal poverty level, or $31,225, having unsubsidized health insurance. There are important considerations. The public charge test only applies to the individual, not the use of cash benefits by their family members in the past or currently. Programs used by U.S. citizen children will not be used against immigrant family members in the test, with the possible exception of cash assistance. Programs used on or before February 24th, 2020 will not count towards determination. And the public charge test does not apply to green card holders who are applying for U.S. citizenship. Here are a few scenarios to walk you through some of the most commonly asked questions. I was just granted asylum status a few months ago. Now I'm worried that using SNAP is going to stop me from getting my green card. The test does not apply to asylees. We encourage you to stay enrolled in SNAP. It will not impact your application. Another question. I'm pregnant and need help. I'm currently enrolled in Medicaid, but I'm afraid it will be used against me. The public charge test will not consider non-emergency Medicaid used by pregnant women up until 60 days after they give birth. We encourage you to get the health care that you and your baby need. Another scenario. I'm scared to sign up for WIC. I know WIC is a public benefit. You're right, WIC is a public benefit, but it is not included in the public charge test. We encourage you to sign up for programs you are eligible for. The next question. My brother is applying for citizenship but uses Section 8 housing vouchers. Is he a public charge? The public charge test does not come up when people apply for citizenship. Section 8 vouchers are considered public charge, yes, but since your brother is applying for citizenship, public charge does not apply. Here are the summary of changes to the public charge test. The totality of circumstances is the biggest change to the rule. English proficiency, health status, and age will be bigger factors. Additional programs are now included in the public charge determination, and programs used on or before February 24th will not count in your public charge test. Here are some of the impacts in Colorado. Most immigrants in Colorado are not directly impacted by this rule change. However, it is expected that up to 323,000 Coloradans, including 143,000 children, could be indirectly impacted through misinformation, fear, and confusion. 75,000 Coloradans are expected to disenroll from Medicaid or CHP Plus, including 45,000 U.S. citizen children. The economic impact of public charge is expected to be a loss of hundreds of millions of dollars. So we encourage you to take action. Continue to get the word out and dispel the myths by sharing this webinar. Join us as a member of the Center for Health Progress to support the work and get the latest updates, centerforhealthprogress.org. Or get information about the Coalition for Immigrant Health and how to join, coalition@centerforhealthprogress.org. Here are a few additional resources. Center for Health Progress is providing trainings in Spanish and English. Contact Public Charge at centerforhealthprogress.org or Carga Pública at centerforhealthprogress.org. The Coalition for Immigrant Health website has many additional public charge resources, coalition.centerforhealthprogress.org. And you may also contact us. Here are our phone numbers, our email address, publiccharge@centerforhealthprogress.org, where we can respond to your request for a community training or for the tools and resources you need to inform your clients, your constituents, and the community you serve. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you enjoyed this webinar and found it informational. Thank you.